Welcome back to TV5 News at 9. Time now for Medical Moments with Covenant Healthcare. And joining us this morning is Mariah Bruff, a certified child life specialist. Mariah, thank you so much for being here with us this morning.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, as a child life specialist at Covenant and the Child Life program, it's pretty important. Can you just tell us a little bit about what it is? You're the specialist.
Yeah, so I'm one of the 2 child life specialists here at Covenant Healthcare. So we work with the pediatric patients and families as they're in the hospital. Our main goal as a child life specialist is to really help reduce the stress and anxiety that comes along when a kid's in a hospital. So they come here, they're scared, they don't know what to expect, and our job is really to help them understand the hospital world and all the lingo and all the tests and procedures that come along with being in the hospital. So we do this a variety of ways, but we love to prepare patients for what to expect from different tests or procedures and kind of break it down so they're able to understand and take an active role in being in the hospital. We help during procedures, so supporting them and helping them, give them the tools to cope through those procedures and try to make it a little bit easier for them. And then in the hospital, I mean, they're kids. Kids still want to be kids, so we do this through a lot of play. It's what's familiar to them. It's what's comfortable. It helps make being in the hospital a little bit easier.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely comforting for sure. And yes. I just wanted to ask the type of specialized training that you would have to go through in order to be a child life specialist.
Yeah, so you have to receive a bachelor's degree in a field related to children and families. So oftentimes that's like child and family studies or psychology. You have to complete a 600-hour internship at a hospital with a child life specialist. And once you complete that internship, you can sit for a certification exam. And then once you pass that, you become a child life specialist. And we do have to recertify it every 5 years to keep our credentials.
All right, very nice. Sounds like the kids are in good hands at least at all times.
Yes.
So that is very good. Now your day-to-day may be just as crazy as mine. So can you give some examples on how you and other specialists really support kids in the hospital?
Yeah, so we really don't have a typical day here. We go wherever the kids need us the most. So usually we do start up in our outpatient surgery in the morning, seeing who's coming in for surgery, checking ages, and then just going and meeting them. So many kids are having surgery for the first time and they don't know what to expect. So we usually bring in a little tablet and we actually have pictures of our hospital and walk the kids through the steps of who they're going to meet, what's going to happen when they go to this room, what happens when they go back to the operating room, like what are they going to see? It's going to be cold in there. Getting them familiar with the process of surgery. And a lot of times that often involves, depending on the age, getting them familiar with the anesthesia mask, so letting them feel and touch it, placing it on their stuffed animal to make it a little bit more familiar, or preparing them for an IV start, so what to expect from the IV start and the steps of it. So really walking them through the process so they know what to expect from each stop. It can really decrease that stress and anxiety that they're feeling. And then I may go down to the pediatric unit and there may be a kid who needs a little extra encouragement to get up and walk. So trying to find ideas, how are we going to get this kid motivated and up and walking? And a lot of times that involves play. So on our unit, you'll see us doing scavenger hunts all the time with the kids. We've made a giant Candyland, board games to get them up and walking. So anything that's related to play and familiar can be an encouragement to them. And then we get consults throughout the day for different procedures. So whether or not that's like an IV start or a kid needs stitches, the hospital can call us and we can come over there. You usually see us with a backpack walking around the hospital as all sorts of toys, books, tablets, anything to kind of grab their focus during a procedure so they're able to cope through it and not think as much about what is happening, but focus on play and distraction. And then I can't forget all the times I get called to make slime. Kids love slime, so you will always see us making slime on the unit. Kids love it. It makes them smile, and it's something that's familiar to them.
Awesome. Anything to keep it fun and also helpful, I'm sure.
Oh, yes.
Now, for a community, that plays a huge role in the Child Life program. Can you tell us exactly how?
Yeah, so we are very thankful for the generosity that we get from the community. We cannot do what we do without the community. So a lot of times the community will drop off donations of toys, and that just makes the patient stay. So if a kid is down and sad, I mean, being in the hospital is not fun for everyone, but giving them a toy, it instantly puts a smile on their face. We've had to have birthday celebrations in the hospital, so we use those donations to help celebrate milestones or special events like Christmas and Easter. So we wouldn't be able to do what we do without the community, and they really help make this day here for kids better.
Yeah, I love that. I love that so much. And lastly, I want to pick your brain a little bit. Why do you love to help kids so much?
Yeah, so I was a kid in the hospital a long time ago, but I was scared and anxious and did not know what to expect when I came into the hospital. So that experience really made me want to help kids in the hospital setting, to help ease that fear and anxiety they have and be that support person that kind of walks them through the hospital journey, through preparing them and supporting them and allowing them to be a kid and play. Kids are so resilient and brave, and I love watching them overcome their fears every day. There's something new that they have to overcome in the hospital. So being able to watch them overcome those fears and seeing how resilient and brave they are makes me love what I do.
Absolutely, and I'm sure they appreciate you just as much being there, having gone through it yourself. So, well, we appreciate you being here with us. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yes, of course, anytime. And of course, if you would like any more information on today's topic, just head over to the Hot Links page on WNEM.com.